Well, howdy ho, good neighbor, as Ned Flanders would say on The Simpsons. Howdy ho, good neighbor. We're going to take a little trip today. Of course, I found a new little spot right here next to these yachts. And I heard the horn blowing on this old triple-decker boat. But as I was setting my drone up this day, I saw a wedding party with a whole bunch of people boarding the wedding boat. So that's what's happening on this boat today, is a nice wedding on the bay. I thought it was pretty neat to see people all excited for their wedding. You could see the chairs all lined up on the back of the boat. So it is a small ceremony, and you could see that not too windy. I don't know how far they go out to get married. Maybe under the Bay Bridge or maybe underneath the Golden Gate Bridge. But the white chairs are all set up, and people have got their appetizers, and they really got a nice old boat there. I don't know if that's an old boat from the tugboat era. Not tugboat, but the ferry boats. That's what I'm thinking of, the ferry boat era, where they would ferry people back and forth from each side of the bay. But today that boat is on its way for somebody to get married. So have a happy life together. You will find that your marriage will be like that boat. Not everything is easy sailing. You will run into rough seas in your marriage. The thing is to just steady as she goes. Hold that wheel. And there they go, off into their distance. Where they're going to live around here, I don't know. Pick your spot and find a spot, maybe a houseboat. Down there at the bottom of your screen is those houseboats. A lot of people do live on boats around here in the Bay Area because the housing is so expensive that a boat slip is cheaper than an apartment, I would imagine. But hey, you got to do what you got to do if you want to live in this big ass valley of people. I guess it's not a valley, it's a bay. There's the USS Hornet and all the oil ships out there in the city of San Francisco. And you can see the cloudy skies from all the California fires we've been having. That's not fog. Could be some fog, but most of it. And there's that wedding party taking off out to the bay on their wedding day. What a beautiful way. Well, this next clip is the Webster Street Tube. You can see those cars are going into the Webster Tube. And that thing was built back in the 30s, I do believe. It's got that Art Deco look to it. And those cars literally drive underneath the bay. Yeah, you don't see too much of that. Maybe on the East Coast. But here on the West Coast, this is one of a rare find where cars go into that tube and they come out way over there in Oakland. My wife had a good idea that she would drive through the tube and I would try to find her come out the other side. That would be a good experiment, but The only problem with that is I would probably lose her. And there's a jail on that side of the... I don't think you're supposed to fly drones near jails. County jails. But anyway, there's your Webster Street Tube, built in the 30s, and it is a jewel of Alameda here. But yeah, those are smoky skies you're seeing. That's not... The Bay Area is known for its clear blue, windy skies, and not today, just a lot of haze and smoke. Webster Street Tube. Anyway, that's a great view of that one. This shot I wanted to fly all the way to that new skyscraper in Oakland. And I was flying over there with the intent of going all the way to downtown Oakland. But I got about, right across Jack London Square, and that's Jack London Square right below me here. That's a big deal in Oakland. And you can see it was blowing pretty good that day. The wind was going. And yeah, the only thing that stopped me from going to that new skyscraper is that jail right there. You can see the building with the slotted windows that are going horizontally, or vertically I should say. Those small that's the county jail, so I can't fly my drone over that, so I turned the old drone down the freeway here. But if that jail wasn't there, I would have made it over to that high-rise, but maybe I'll get another angle another day. But I do want to get over there to the new building. You can see Lake Merritt to your left, and that is Interstate 880. And there's the old boom crane going where they just keep building these houses that no one can afford here. But that is my ride today. I do appreciate you coming along and joining me. And we did have a gay old time this day on the bay. So until next time, I'll end you with adieu.